As we all know, meals and sleep are the two most important things for our overall health, so there is a saying that eating and sleeping is first. Yes, it is, but it seems that we often underestimate the importance of sleep. Even many people ignore sleep to be able to do more things. Coming to the book Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, you will learn why we need to sleep, and how to get quality sleep for our health. This book has been printed in nearly 34 languages and is praised and recommended by billionaire Bill Gates, is currently selling very well on Amazon and is highly praised by readers with many rigorous arguments about sleep. Presented and analyzed by the author. A few words about the author of the book is neuroscientist and professor of neuropsychology Matthew Paul Walker. Matthew Walker. He is a British scientist and professor of neuroscience and psychology at the University of California. At the same time, he is also a world-renowned sleep expert who won the 2020 Secon Science Award. Well, now invite you to listen and share the content of this wonderful book. Why We Sleep is structured as a scientific study with 4 specific sections, going from the basic understanding of sleep, dreams, and the social and environmental factors that affect how we sleep. We sleep. Part 1, Sleep in All Things. Chapter 1, Sleep. Chapter 2, Caffeine, Jet Lag, and Melatonin. Chapter 3, Definition and Birth of Sleep. Chapter 4, Beds of Apes, Dinosaurs, and Half-Brain Naps. Chapter 5, Changes in Sleep over Lifespan. Part 2, Why Should You Sleep? Chapter 6, Your Mother and Shakespeare Knew. Chapter 7, Too Extreme for the Guinness Book of World Records. Chapter 8, Cancer, Heart Attack, and a Shorter Life. Part 3, Why Do We Dream and How Do We Dream? Chapter 9, Recurring Mental Disorders. Chapter 10, Dreams Are an Overnight Cure. Chapter 11, The Dream of Creation and the Dream of Control. Part 4, From Sleeping Pills to Social Change. Chapter 12, Things That Wreak Havoc at Night. Chapter 13, iPad, Factory Whistle, and a Few Drinks Before Bed. Chapter 14, Hurting and Helping Your Sleep. Chapter 15, Sleep in Society. Chapter 16, A New Vision of Sleep in the 21st Century. Conclusion, To Sleep or Not to Sleep. Overall, throughout the content of this book is the author's advice that each of us needs at least 7 hours of sleep a day to ensure the integrity of the immune system and the normal functioning of the organs. Other organs in the body. At the same time, author Matthew Walker also did not forget to highlight the harmful effects of not getting enough sleep, such as memory loss, high blood pressure, cardiovascular diseases, respiratory failure, loss of concentration, and nervous system problems. Weakened immunity, increased risk of cancer, and more dangerously stroke. In addition, the author provides us with something quite interesting about dreams and sleep, which is that scientists have additionally proven that dreams are exactly a reflection of your emotions. Are you? Always hear a saying like this: time heals all, but is it true? This book tells us rather that time spent in dreams will heal you, specifically like this. Sleep has 4 different stages, from lethargy to wakefulness, deep sleep, and deeper sleep. After deep sleep, we enter rapid eye movement, REM, sleep, where dreams take place. REM sleep occurs about 70 to 90 minutes after we sleep deeply and repeats 4 to 6 times per night. However, deep sleep only accounted for most of the first 2 cycles and appeared less in the later cycles. So if you wake up after these 2 cycles, you will have a hard time falling back into deep sleep, and most of the time it's REM sleep. This sleep is important because it helps you heal mentally and improve cognitive abilities. During rapid eye movement during REM sleep, your brain processes unpleasant memories and emotions by associating them with your knowledge and experiences in dreams. As a result, you will have less anxiety and suffering and be able to discover new things in life when you wake up. You don't have to worry about having nightmares or feeling sad in your dreams, because that's your body's way of releasing the burdens for you. On the contrary, if you do not get enough sleep, then you will miss a valuable dose of medicine for your soul. So you need to learn what factors are affecting your sleep and how to overcome them. In the book, the author has pointed out the modern lifestyle. Many of us think that sleep time is inversely proportional to a person's success. That is, less sleep will be successful. Is that really that right? Specifically as follows, the author has given scientific evidence that sleep is a natural evolutionary process of all living things, from small species such as bees, flies, cockroaches to large ones like bees, flies and cockroaches. Shark. Mammals and birds both get their sleep time in their own right. From this, he concluded that sleep is an essential need of all living things. So why do people try to cut down on their sleep time? This is unnatural and will cause many bad health consequences. He also asserts that very few people can get little sleep without being affected, and you are unlikely to be one of them. Next are the factors that hinder our sleep in today's life. The author pointed out 3 factors that often cause poor quality sleep for people. The first is blue light from electronic devices such as phones or computers. This light will reduce the secretion of melatonin, a hormone important in the regulation of sleep. If you use these devices 2 hours before bed, you will lose 23% melatonin and have difficulty falling asleep. You'll also lose a lot of REM sleep, where dreams take place and help you process emotions and memories. Therefore, you should limit the use of these devices before sleeping and create a dark and quiet environment for yourself. The second is to drink alcohol before going to bed. Many people think that alcohol can help them relax and sleep better, but the reality is that alcohol causes many problems for their sleep. Alcohol will make you wake up easily and not have a continuous and deep sleep. Alcohol also inhibits REM sleep by creating byproducts in alcohol metabolism, called aldehydes and ketones. These substances will prevent the brain from producing REM sleep. Therefore, you should avoid drinking alcohol before going to bed or drinking only small amounts. Third, the temperature is not suitable. If you sleep in a room that is too cold or too hot, it will be difficult for you to get into deep and comfortable sleep. The author recommends that to have a good sleep, you should let your body temperature drop about 1 degree Celsius before going to bed. You can do this by adjusting the room temperature or dressing appropriately for the weather. Finally, the methods to improve sleep. The author talked about 2 common conditions in modern life, that is, being unable to sleep when you want to sleep and not being able to sleep when you want to sleep. A good example of the latter situation is primary school students, who have to get up early to go to school from 7 o'clock or 7:30. This makes them not get enough sleep, because of children's biological mechanisms. Different from adults, and they need more sleep. If a parent wakes their child up at 6 a.m., it's like getting an adult up at 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Can you imagine how you would feel if you had to? Can you stay calm and alert as usual? Can you understand the suffering of a child who has to get up early every day? A Japanese study has shown that elementary school students who sleep well have better academic performance. Nowadays, life pressure is very high and both children and adults are affected. In developed countries, 1 out of every 2 adults is sleep deprived. People know that smoking in the workplace is not recommended because smoking is harmful to the health of themselves and those around them. But people overlook sleep deprivation and even encourage using sleep time to get things done. However, neither bosses nor employees realize that lack of sleep reduces productivity and efficiency. Many freelancers also have the misconception that it's okay to stay up late a few weeks for a few meals to keep up with the work schedule and then make up for it. But this also causes serious circadian rhythm disturbances for the body. So what should we do to improve our sleep? The author has given some scientific and effective suggestions for us. The most important thing is that you have to make yourself a habit of going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on days off. Practice a disciplined routine. The more disciplined you are, the freer you are, and before going to bed remember to stay away from electronic devices and read paper books instead of surfing social networks. The second thing is to reduce the amount of caffeine and nicotine in your diet. Caffeine is found in some teas, chocolates, Coke, and coffee. Nicotine is found in cigarettes. Both of these are stimulants that affect your sleep. Caffeine may not be completely eliminated from the body after 8 hours of consumption. Nicotine will make you sleep soundly, but wake up early in the morning as soon as you quit smoking. This is very harmful to your health. The third thing is to try to sunbathe for 30 minutes a day. Sunshine can help regulate your sleep. If you have trouble sleeping, you should spend an hour soaking in the sun in the morning. The fourth thing is to avoid using drugs that affect sleep. Certain medications used to treat heart disease, blood pressure, and asthma, as well as medicines for coughs, colds, and allergies, will disrupt your sleep. You can ask your doctor if you can take the pill during the day. Finally, if you've been lying in bed for 20 minutes and still don't feel sleepy, or you're starting to feel anxious because you can't sleep, it's time to get up and do something soothing. Until you fall asleep and then go back to bed. To sum up this book, each person needs to sleep for 7 to 9 hours a night, otherwise the brain will become damaged. The less sleep, the shorter life expectancy, increasing the probability of early death. Deep sleep helps the body eliminate all toxins in your brain after a day. People who are on a diet or lose weight, if they lack sleep, their muscles will decrease, but the fat will remain intact. Humans are the only species on Earth that try to delay sleep. In other words, we are going against the laws of nature. Getting enough sleep can help you find a solution to a problem you thought would never be untied. Don't take a short nap, 30 to 60 minutes, after 3 p.m., don't drink alcohol before bed, don't dial your phone at least 1 hour before bed. Sleep is like time, lost a night will no longer have a chance to make up. Then, above is the entire video review and analysis of the book Why We Slept, author Matthew Walker, through which you can realize how important sleep is to our lives. And this is just a summary review and some of my personal opinions. Cannot replace or provide complete content like the original. I still recommend you buy this book to read and get the most complete knowledge. Personally, I have a few personal shares, that is, we should sleep at night and wake up in the morning, because when it is the general time frame of everything to wake up, can we feel it? Fresh air in the morning and morning sunshine are fresh and creative, whether you have genetics or a biological clock that sleeps during the day and works at night. But I believe if you work hard, change your routine a little bit every day, you can completely have a new biological clock. Thank you for listening to my analysis video. Please subscribe to the channel to learn more knowledge through good books. Complete yourself good book review.